Team Germany and Team Sweden were both in action yesterday with games that set up the brackets for the Olympic quarterfinals. Lucas Raymond had another 3-point game, this time gathering 3 assists, and now has the second most points in the tournament behind Connor McDavid. Raymond continues to shine on the international stage, and that win will see Raymond go head-to-head with Dylan Larkin as the USA and Sweden meet in the quarterfinals. This is your 7-Minute Wings. Welcome back to the Red Wings Report with Strings and Pucks. This is Jeremy Laura. Please click the like button, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Just a quick note about the comments section. I did a video the other day discussing the thumbnails that I make after getting hit with a lot of kind of nasty comments about AI generated images, etc. I went through the entire process of how I use the images, how I create the thumbnails, but I got hit with another comment yesterday. This time it was a viewer out of Sweden. I got hit with another comment accusing me of ruining hockey by doing the video talking about Trey Augustine. Look, I don't care if we disagree on a point. Just be respectful. That's it. I do put a lot of work into these. I've been following the Trey Augustine situation since last summer when he refused his entry-level deal. If there wasn't a valid reason, i.e. Augustine's one of the most valuable prospects in the system, and we have precedent of players refusing their ELC, then I wouldn't bring it up. He's being talked about in many circles as a potential trade candidate for the Red Wings. I just wanted to chime in and give my opinion on it as well. I don't think it's ruining the sport to any degree, and again, just be respectful in the comments to each other. There's been some heated takes lately, and I appreciate the passion, but guys, it's a sport. It's hockey. Let's enjoy this. Let's have some fun. Be good to each other, and let's move on. I understand that it's YouTube. Let's just at least try to be civil. NHLers are gearing up for a return to action, and the Red Wings have been gathering for practices back in Detroit. Austin Watson and Sheldon Dries were briefly called up to participate, essentially just filling empty spots with players that are currently gone for the Olympics. They were both reassigned to Grand Rapids, and the Griffins are back in action tonight against the Erie Monsters. At the Olympics, the quarterfinals have been set after yesterday's games, and today we'll be seeing Germany versus Latvia, Canada versus Czech, Finland versus Switzerland, and the USA versus Sweden. Germany beat France 5-1, and this was Seider's lowest minutes of the tournament. He played 23-15, had an assist, 1 shot on net. Germany will face Latvia today in a win-or-go-home scenario as they start to set the brackets for the semifinals. Team Sweden also won 5-1. They beat Latvia, who Germany will be facing. Raymond played 16-54, was a +3, had 3 assists, 3 shots on net, and he's now got 8 points in the Olympic tournament. After their last win, Raymond had joined some fairly elite company for his home country by grabbing 3 points in an Olympic game. Well, he managed that feat again in the 5-1 win over Latvia, grabbing 3 assists. With 8 points, Raymond is now second in scoring behind Connor McDavid. Raymond's getting a lot of praise for how he carries the puck and his vision on the ice. He's Detroit's point leader this season with 60 points, 19 goals, and 41 assists in 56 games. His ability to hang on to the pucks and create offense has translated to the international stage for this one. Of course, back at home, Raymond continues to be a key part of the Red Wings' success in his 5th season. He's about to eclipse 20 goals for the 3rd straight season and 4th total of his 5 years in the league. I mentioned in a previous video how Raymond has performed coming out of the draft class of 2020. Only Tim Stützle, picked at number 3 in that draft, has more points in his career than Raymond does. The final 24 games this year are big, and as long as he stays healthy, this stint at the Olympics could be a huge boost for Raymond. He came into the season wanting to eclipse 30 goals again. He's currently on pace to end the season with 27 goals and 59 assists, 86 points, which would be a new career high. Raymond has also been the most stable line mate for Dylan Larkin for the past couple of seasons, and now, Those two will go head to head because Sweden's win put them in a quarterfinal where they face off against the United States. The US and Team Canada are the only undefeated teams so far at the Olympics. For the USA to continue that trend, they're going to have their hands full against Sweden. Team USA can score, but they have some discipline issues. They could easily get into penalty trouble early on and put Sweden on the power play. Team USA is dominant in their group with Denmark, Germany, and Latvia, where all three of those teams are tied with just 3 points, 1 win and 2 losses. Sweden in Group B has had a much tougher climb with 3 teams all tied at 6 points. Group B was a much tougher group to get out of this year, where the US and Canada have been able to grab stronger leads in their divisions. So for today's game, both the US and Sweden went into this looking to be in the medal round, and today that's going to change for one of them. One of either Larkin or Raymond will be heading back to Detroit and be playing their last game at the Olympics. I expect this game to be intense. Both of these teams expected to be playing for a medal, and this game is almost a nightmare scenario. I really didn't want to see these two face off in the quarterfinals and was hoping to see them both in the medal games. There's going to be some heartbreak today, and at least one player from Detroit will be playing their last game at the Olympics. Let me know how you think this one's going to turn out. Also, has Raymond surprised you with his play? 8 points on the Olympic stage and getting tons of attention. Hopefully this performance will spur him on for the final stretch in Detroit. Tomorrow we'll be talking about this game and breaking it down, and someone will be on their way back to Detroit as the men's Olympic hockey heads into the semifinals. This was your 7-Minute Wings.